Alright, let us begin. Luke, tell us what happened last time. Luke?
Why are you gonna tell it?
Because I wasn't there.
Now you can just read the TLDR.
That's what I volunteered. It's 20 then.
I already gave the exact recap in the form of that picture that you all saw earlier.
Well, I don't think Michelle quite understands the nature of the Boner Squad as they went out around last week.
Wait, what?
Okay. All right. Then
Or maybe she does understand them quite well. I can't speak for her.
The Boner Squad?
It's
Yes.
the Boner Squad.
I don't know what this is. What is the Boner Squad?
Don't worry about it.
Just everyone but Raylith.
Name sounds appropriate.
Alright, so on the last session, we got ourselves into trouble right off the get-go because we were fighting Granny Tentacles and we set her on fire. And cremated her.
Nice.
The smell was awful. I'm pretty sure we scarred Merlin for life. Then we decided to go and head on into town. There's a lot of hick halflings. And then Merlin's accent started coming out, and he started getting a little hicky, and
Yeah.
I mean, they were cool with us when they saw Merlin, so we went to the town. It was nice.
So you guys learned that Merlin, in fact, talks just like, you know.
You're like, shit, boy, howdy, I am Merlin.
Yeah, he's just been hiding it really well.
Yep.
Until now.
Talks exactly like that. And yeah, so then we start talking to some of the townsfolk, and they let us know about this black wolf sort of dude. And we learned that the black wolf is like this huge sort of werewolfy type guy, but he's in like magic armor that changes size when he changes into a werewolf or something like that. We just know that he's armored up and he's a big black wolf guy, and he fucked some shit up. And the thing that he fucked up was what are they called? They're called the Blue Blossom. What are they called?
Bluebell.
Blue what?
Bluebell.
Bluebell. And what the Bluebell was is it's essentially like some sort of group of halflings who try and help people with like safe houses to sort of save them from slavery, keep them from slavery, and give them a place to stay.
Yeah, so this was on Raylith's knowledge local check. The Bluebell Society is essentially the underground railroad for halflings.
Yeah, so basically the first time the town ever saw the Black Wolf, and only one girl really saw the Black Wolf go in there. She was the one we were talking to. She basically like described that it went to the house. It took its time. Like, it made the scene as gruesome as possible for people to find. Sort of like it was sending a message. And so we decided to head in there. It's as gruesome as they say, and then we find the Bluebell sort of like calling card type thing, and that's how we learned all about that. And then we decided to follow some prints that we found sort of up into like the northern woodsy area. And while we're heading up there, we see two of the halflings. Which ones? I think one was Merlin's cousin, and then I can't remember who the other one was. But we saw these two halflings, and they were coming down from a farm that was up there. And Walton got suspicious, and was like, "Well, what are they doing up there?" And then everyone else was just like, "Oh, they still have to tend to their farm, dude." Just because they're all gathered together in the center city to sleep to protect themselves from werewolves doesn't mean they don't have fucking day jobs. And Walton's just like, "No, they're up to something fishy. I gotta go up there. We gotta investigate." And so We go up to an area like the farm and the woods, and somewhere along the line, I think it's when we come up to the woods at the first point, we find that it's a ley line of sorts. Like there's a definite sort of massive magical sort of energy seeping from a particular area in this town. We find these odd plants and stuff that reflect that presence is there.
Okay.
But then we end up going to the farm. We look around for a bit, and Wally's just like, all right, we gotta break in. And it's like, look, we can't just break in. Wally's like, well, do they got a cellar? People tend to hide things in the cellar. And so they go around to the back, and they find that the cellar is mostly unlocked. And then they go inside, and then Valtier and Argus are just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking steal some shit. And Wally's just like, no, if you take things, then they'll know we were here.
And of course, Rayleigh isn't there to actually stop them, so
Did I try to steal anything? I don't remember trying to steal anything.
It was probably just Valtier then. I feel like Valtier straight up said to Wally, oh yeah, we're okay with breaking and entering, but stealing is crossing. Yeah, so that was fun. We look around the rest of the house, and then we look inside the house, and it looks like it's been cleaned or something. So we think there might have been a meeting there, but it could have just been that the halflings wanted a nice home to return to once all this werewolf nonsense is over. And then it's getting late, so we decide to head back to town. And then once we get back to town, there's this sort of like huge fucking earthquake that happens, and then Oliver started playing the spooky music, and then like a bunch of fucking ghosts and like ghastly fog began to like form around, and we were just like, all right, form up, we're getting into a battle, it's time to fucking fight. And then yeah, as soon as the fog hit us, Argus and Wally went to sleep. Valtier waved the warrior though, and he and Merlin ended up waking us both up. So now we're ready. We're ready to fight. Walton has exactly what he needs in this moment to shine. And I'm really upset that Phil's not going to be here to see this.
Right. So, some of the people that you met along the way, there is Crescent Bittlebunk. So she told you about the Black Wolf.
okay.
There was Mayor Fenrir Peacechestershire.
He, by the way, Mr. Fenrir is suspect number 1.
And then
Continue, Oliver.
and then
He has a werewolf name.
and then there is Merlin's cousin, Lupus Boffin.
Suspect number 3.
And then there's the person that Lupus was walking back from farming with, Beowulf. Persepolis.
Not
She
so
doesn't
suspicious.
find all of the like names of potentially werewolves haunting people all over.
Okay, so what was the... That's right. The mayor's brother's name was Warwick, which is why he's suspect number 2.
You haven't
Yeah.
even met him, have you?
No, we
No.
have.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you guys first entered, you met Warwick Peacechestershire and Luna Pernipipple.
Yeah.
Perdana-Pipple. And they were the town guards.
And so, what Walton thought was happening, this is Walton's scene where he's trying to connect the dots and trying to figure out this huge conspiracy, is that he thought that since the mayor knows all of the happenings in the town, and that the werewolf himself might not necessarily have known that that sort of house was a Bluebell safe house, that the mayor had been approached by the Black Wolf or his associates, threatened with the destruction of the entire town if he didn't sell out the Bluebell house. And since his brother is the captain of the guard, I feel like he's also in on it. And this was sort of the theory that Walton had.
I feel like I kind of got lost in the complexities of everything, so I'm gonna have to work it out as we go, I think.
You and me both, and I was here for it.
So basically, Walton thinks that the reason the Black Wolf attacked the Bluebell encampment was because the mayor sold them out.
So, okay, so the Bluebell encampment is an underground railroad style thing. What are they getting halflings out or something like that?
Yeah, they're
doing?
basically preventing halflings from going into slavery or trying to save them from slavery.
Okay.
Yeah, so halflings are a slave race, like just in
It's a
general.
huge problem.
So what we don't know then is why the werewolf even attacked the Bluebell encampment in the first place, why he did it in such a gruesome manner, and how he would have known.
Right.
If it was on purpose.
Which is why I think that the mayor or his brother, who's the captain of the guard, might be in on what happened.
Yeah.
And that's
Alright,
Fenrir, and that's Fenrir and Warwick.
I don't think we have enough information to actually make that leap just yet, but
We do not, but that's Walton
That's Walton's
going the
theory.
extra step.
yeah,
Junior Detective Wally, they call him.
it's gonna be a race between like Wally and Raylos to figure it out. I feel like.
I swear to God, my next character is going to be an investigator.
Do it. They look fun
Okay.
as hell. Also, we'll all get to roll new characters because we're gonna die here.
Yep.
What?
All right, so
Walton saves the day.
Wait, why are we all gonna die? What happened?
So
Oh.
you guys
I
are
got you.
about to go into combat. So right before,
Yay.
so you guys, thank you for that summary, Luke. So you guys are in this deep darkness, and there is just an incredibly thick fog blowing in from the north. But among the fog, you see two bright red ruby-like eyes in the distance, coming towards you slowly. And for the most part, this entire encampment is under some critical sleep. You hear to the south of you, Warwick and Luna. It sounds like they are in some sort of combat by themselves, but it is on the southern entrance, away from you guys. But roll for initiative.
Did we decide this was an urban area?
Yes.
I think we did.
Yes. We decided this was urban.
Sweet.
Alright, there's my thumbtacks.
And I feel like we're gonna need some enemies.
What about Voltaire? What's his initiative?
Let's see.
My name's Voltaire. I somehow magically fell asleep again.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna randomly shuffle Voltaire in here.
Thank God you have everyone's character sheets.
Yes. And I
Just
have...
have him run off into the distance and fight something. I mean, that's what he would do hang out over here.
Way of the warrior.
That
Why?
sounded remarkably like him. It was scary.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly what I'd plan to do. So, Voltaire goes first, and you see him charge into the darkness, screaming, "Way of the warrior!"
Thank you.
And
Rayla's
then...
gonna reach up and go, "No way!" and then just realize it's useless and stop.
Rayleigh has learned.
Yeah.
And he goes into this mist, and you don't see him anymore. Argus, your move.
I go to draw my flail and then go, wait, nope. No, and I draw the silver longsword instead.
We are silver longsword cutters, the superior weapon.
I'm going to. I'll just step up a little ahead here. I'm going to total defense. I'm just going to say, "All right, cut the shit. Show yourself." And that's my turn.
All right, and Merlin is going to take a step back and do a prepared action. So now Argus and Walton, you both have protection from evil on right now.
Oh, sweet.
Since that was the last spell he cast, and I will let you know if that applies. Walton, you're up.
Alright. Prepared action. As soon as there is a decent concentration of enemies that show up, am going to cast a spell. What that is? Oh, you don't even know.
I know.
I'll never know. Oh dear. All right. Well, Raylith, it is your move.
Doesn't Oliver have to know?
Oliver doesn't have to know until it's cast.
Really?
So we're doing prepared actions now?
Is that? I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna prepare an action. But fuck you, GM. You don't get to know what my prepared action is.
Okay, fine. You know I'm going to cast a spell.
There are a vast number of spells that Walton could potentially cast right here.
Well, it's a damaging spell. And that's all you need to know.
Okay, Raylith.
I'm not gonna swap out which spell I'm using. I made this one specifically for this encounter. I picked it. It's also why I bought the silver dust.
Alright.
Alright, Raylith, you're up.
I am actually going to step over this way, slightly behind Argus to kind of give him some cover on this. I'm going to load up a silver bullet, but I have my regular ones handy if I need to switch between them for each reload.
Alright.
Yeah. Can I do like a perception or something? Or that's not going to help if there's much of a miss, huh?
It could help you potentially, I don't know. What are you looking for? Depends.
You said there's a pair of red eyes, right?
Yes. Yes,
I want
there's...
to see if there are any other people, or any other, like, beings out in the mist. Like, if I can sense any of them.
Alright. Roll that perception. So immediately around you, you notice whispers from some of the halflings in the encampment, and they're saying, "The angel will save us, we're sure of it. Our prayers are answered." You take it that the halflings who live here don't have a very nuanced understanding of arcane heritage and deviations thereof. You think that, as far as they're concerned, a tiefling is a full demon, and Azamar is a full angel.
Oh, you think they're talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay.
Oh Lord Almighty, our prayers been answered. God hath sent forth an angel to the.
Alright.
Luke. Ooh, I am undead.
And you think, well, you definitely see now one ghostly creature in front of you, right over there. Otherwise, it is impossible to differentiate between fog and ghost.
Okay. Can I take a shot at or look at perception of taking my roll? Or taking my turn?
You can take a shot. Oh. Also of note, we played the last combat kind of wrong, so since you have a two-headed weapon, your feat only reduces the reload time to standard action and not a free action. And this particular weapon has a 1d8 damage, not 1d10.
So that means I can shoot one turn, reload the next turn, kind of thing?
Yes. But with the feat, it means you could also move.
Taken the weapon. Yeah, I actually would not have taken the weapon. No, great. All right.
Well, it's the same with
pistol.
It's the same with the weapon before. Shoot and move.
Right, but we've been playing it wrong the whole time, so it's one of those like, okay, that kind of changes everything for me in the way I play.
But yes, you can make your shot.
Yeah, let's do this. So I can hit it.
All right, yeah. You take aim with your with your Warhammer musket, and it is true. It goes straight in the middle of these two eyes, and this ghostly thing just keeps on coming towards you. But
Okay.
but then it seems to actually retreat suddenly. It like sort of goes forward and then back completely the other way. All of you make a will save.
Yay! I'm so good at those.
Is he trying to fake us out?
Alright, so I have a question for you guys. I have a spell that I've been like sitting on this whole time that will reroll a failed saving throw. Can I do that after you say what the failed save does, or does it have to be before that?
You're thinking of finale one? Saving finale. So you need to be singing first.
Okay.
In order for there to be a finale, there must be a performance.
Yeah, all the finale spells are like that.
That's fine. But I'm guessing if will saves are going to be a thing. Is it something that, like, if you say, you know, failing this will save does this, I could be like, wait, let's do finale, or do I have to say that before you say what failing the will save does?
I would imagine before.
Okay. I'm wondering how much of this I can cheese. So...
Yeah, like the nature of that spell, I think, would require you to use it like right after they fail the will save, but before the effect happens.
Okay. Okay, cool. We'll keep
Anyway,
that in mind.
so Raylith, you see the illusion that the ghost, in fact, did not retreat and went straight up to Argus and touched him. Let's see. Oh
Do
yeah.
I know that Argus didn't notice that? Can I tell that he's like looking past it or something?
Not in this case.
I don't know what's going on.
Argus, this touches your flat-footed AC, by the way.
Good thing I total defense.
And this is a attack.
Wait, isn't it an evil creature?
Wait, it's...
Yes.
Because
Okay.
if we have protection against evil.
It's like, I think, a +2 to AC.
No, this thing can touch us.
And that's only summoned creatures.
How do we know it wasn't summoned by the earthquake?
We'll know when it tries to touch me.
Alright.
So, what is your flat-footed touch AC with protection from evil?
Well, if it's flat-footed and touch, it's like always 10.
Okay.
But with protection from evil, it's 12. Because that's deflection. I don't lose that for being flat-footed.
Well, guess what? Let's see.
Oh, was that the 17?
Yeah, so that's its attack.
Okay, yeah, so that definitely does it.
So you take 2 damage as its icy touch goes into your chest. But additionally,
Is this? Okay, I was gonna say there's more than that.
You feel a shaking in your soul. Your body becomes cold to your bones. Immediately, you drop whatever weapons you're holding and fall prone to this violent shaking that comes over your entire body.
Alright.
And so that will be your whole next turn. Oh, Argus, it's your turn. You are shaking and are just completely immobilized by this unearthly cold, colder than you've ever been before. But you feel like you can get up the next round.
Okay.
Now it's Merlin's turn. He goes over here and tries to shoot it with his crossbow.
Didn't he just see me try and shoot this thing?
Yeah, so you see this bolt goes completely through it, seemingly have no effect whatsoever. Walton, your move.
Wait, this is the only guy?
At this moment.
This is the guy?
I'm okay with it being just this guy.
I would prefer if it was more than this guy. Alright.
You save your spell. Do my
Move forward. I'm gonna slash him. I'm gonna give him the business. With my silver sword.
You get a great slash through its body, and it completely ignores you.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I'm not.
And it's your turn, Raelith.
If I do my little evil totems, is that gonna heal this thing or actually hurt it, guys?
Who knows?
Probably the first one.
Well, I believe that is a knowledge planes check.
Great. Good thing I have that.
Good thing you all have
yeah.
that.
I don't.
Somebody else roll.
I didn't
Oh my
look at
God.
the Dog of Wisdom.
Oh, that's right, Walton did, though.
Can he roll for me here? Or is he just not there?
Walton? Oh, well.
Can you roll a 1d20 plus 1 for him?
Oh, wow. So, Walton thinks aloud. He thinks aloud.
What am I doing?
Okay, you're here now. So that was your 18 is your knowledge planes check.
I'll roll the knowledge planes check for you.
Wow, I'm amazing at this. I'm incredible at rolling knowledge planes. What do I blurt out to the rest of the group?
Man, I think you're winning Dungeons and Dragons.
So you think that this is a drelb, which is sort of called like the custodian of ghosts, or like a guardian ghost. You know that
Guys, it's like a janitor but a ghost.
You know that they make their home on the negative energy plane, and that they're summoned to the material plane by evil spellcasters who task them with the duty of guarding treasure, or secret places to be left alone.
So it is a summoned creature. The plot thickens.
I don't know how to type that in the TLDR. What is this thing?
Ghost janitor.
It's a ghost.
Okay, I'll call it a ghost janitor then.
Yes, it is the spooky janitor. Also a guardian. It's protecting something. We don't know what. But it's also certainly a summoned creature.
But it's also negative energy. Right?
Yes.
That means that it's bad.
Which means I'm gonna heal it if I use Mystery Totem. It's like the only actual spell that I have I can't use. It heals literally everything you put us up against. Can we just like convince them to join us and I'll be the healer?
Yeah, and that's from Merlin. Merlin doesn't know much about this thing.
And I can't daze it because it's not humanoid then, right?
Maybe.
Does it look humanoid?
It doesn't look very humanoid.
It looks like a ghost. It looks like a spooky.
I didn't think those were humanoid last I checked.
No, sorry if you already know this, but just remember that daze stops working once creatures are like even a little bit strong.
Yeah.
So, however, you can give me a knowledge arcana check for things of incorporeal nature. Does Walton have arcana? Well, Merlin does at least.
Yeah, you don't want Walton's arcana.
Oh, I think we do.
Alright. I'm gonna end up knowing less than I already know this roll.
Okay, well, Raylith, you think that mundane items will not affect this at all. You think in order to have an effect on this creature, it needs to be attacked with magic.
Yeah, I know. I don't have... I can, like, incapacitate it.
That's why we got the silver stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna do Ear-Piercing Scream. I have not used this yet, though, so I don't remember. This is reminding me how little I use my spells.
You may want to reposition so you don't get Argus straight in front of you.
It's inaudible to all but a single target. It won't hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just have to be able to see it. Okay, this is going to be a saving throw for them.
Is that a will save?
Yeah, it's here.
And what is your DC?
What?
So what is your casting modifier?
My casting modifier, you mean the level, right?
No, like, so I believe you
Oh,
cast
right,
on Charisma?
is separate. Yes.
It's like a +2 or +3.
God, I never use these ones. My Charisma's a +4.
+4.
That'll probably be the modifier.
My god. Yeah, okay.
I'm really convincing.
Alright, so just take a note. The DC on this is 15. For your enemies to overcome.
So it's a 1d20 plus 4, right?
Yeah, well, so they need to beat 15. You don't roll.
Oh, wrong one, okay.
Oh. They rolled quite well.
Alright, well... it halves the damage, though, so it's...
Negates the day's effect and halves the damage. Huh.
Yeah, so I think I'm still rolling... My caster level, I think, is... Can somebody remind me how a caster level works again? Is that every 3 levels, or is it actually your level?
It's all the levels you have of your spellcasting class. You have 3 levels in the Scald, so your caster level for that spell is 3.
Right, so I can do 3 d6s.
No,
2d6.
Or 2d6, okay. Thank you, guys.
Right, so as you make this very loud screaming, everyone else sees you're just like but the ghost looks at you and just like
This is gonna be the weirdest looking battle.
and takes some damage. And
Okay.
Merlin says, "Oh, that's a great idea. Magic solves everything."
You're gonna have to save us here, Merlin. And I will say that aloud.
And then it takes a swipe at you, Walton.
I don't like this. They gotta take it to swipe at me. Swipe is so fucking. I got 13 touch AC. That's an 18. That's unfortunate.
That sure is.
I wanna get cold-handed.
bad touch, bad touch.
Even though I shouldn't, because it's a summoned creature, and I protect you against evil.
What if it's not summoned?
He literally said in the description that it's a summoned creature.
Typically summoned. It is typically summoned. But
So what does that mean, summoned? Are we like near an underground portal to the Negaverse or something? Like.
well, it had to get here somehow. And if it's not summoned, there's something else going on.
It's the fucking ley line that's also a fucking, what is it, tectonic plate? A fault line? It's a ley line that's a fault line, so every time there's an earthquake, some wacky shit happens.
Got it, okay.
So, Walton, you take 2 damage, and the same chilling effect seeps into your muscles and your bones and your soul, and you fall to the ground shaking and shivering, as well as ungripping your weapon.
This guy is just gonna bad touch all of us to the ground.
I'm gonna yell to Merlin, don't let it touch you!
I look over to Wally and I'm like, got pretty cold out here, huh, Wally?
It's too cold. Too cold.
Argus, your move.
Alright. I'm gonna total defense.
August, we need to huddle together for once.
And I'm gonna total defense first and then stand up with my move action.
Alright.
That's my whole turn. That's all. I look at this thing and I'm like, oh yeah, huh? Try that again. Try it again.
Does it get an attack of opportunity, or do you have that thing where it doesn't, Tyler?
Oh, I mean, it totally does. That's why I total defense before trying to stand up. Guess what?
Guess what, Tyler? Oh my god.
Does protection from evil is that in applying right now? Have we established that that's working?
No, it's not working. Well,
it's not.
The AC bonus is working.
The AC
that's
bonus.
what I need, the AC bonus.
Yeah, the AC bonus is working. The protection against summoned creatures is not.
Yeah, I make it.
Oh.
Because of the bonus. Thank you, Merlin.
Alright, yeah. You see it trying to reach out to you again, and you're like, nope. And you dodge out of the way. Alright. And it is Merlin's turn. And
Merlin, get it! Preferably with fire, I'm so cold.
he says, I have something better. And you see him incant a spell. Maho Shoujo Madoka Magica! And and like
Great. I sent him to the weeb school.
and you see from two of his fingertips, like these two ping pong ball sized balls of force just whiz out like sort of like a bee towards this ghostly creature and hits it twice. Ha! Take that! Alright, Walton, you're up.
Well, technically I'm down. But I like where your head's at.
And do you remember, you should be safe to get up because it already used its opportunity attack on me.
But I'm gonna stand up and say, fuck it, I'm blowing my load now, cause I don't know when I'm gonna get another chance. I'm gonna burst of radiance this motherfucker.
Alright, what does that do?
It's a 10-foot radius, and I'm putting it right here. And it's gonna do, okay, so first it needs to make a reflex save.
Okay.
I'm looking at this one. It's pretty good.
Okay, so it makes the reflex save. So, but because it's a bad boy, I still hit it, and it's also dazzled for 1d4 rounds. How long you dazzled for, buddy?
It's a good dazzle.
That many.
You'll razzle dazzle.
And then he takes damage.
Hey!
Wow.
That much damage.
Nice. So you give the old razzle dazzle.
Yep.
Alright, so the light of Mitra sort of explodes in a halo right behind it, and like you see the light shine through it, but also like through its eyes it goes and it is dazzled. Alright, Raylith.
Well, we don't really know. What time of day is it? I forgot to ask.
It's around midnight right now.
So we should be sleeping after this.
You should be sleeping after this.
Okay, ear-piercing scream again.
Good night.
Can you roll another save for me? I'm doing another ear-piercing scream.
Can do. This target's will, right?
Yeah.
Do I have anything for this?
Okay,
No.
I have that. So, is it round up or round down? Would it be 3 or 2 in this case for damage?
I think it's... I believe everything is rolled down in this game.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so...
Alright,
That's
and...
my contribution, guys.
More than what I've done.
and once again, you see Raylith giving this creature a very stern talking to, which thankfully none of you can hear. And now it moves completely through you, Argus.
Oh, what? What? I don't like that. I don't like that.
And attempts to touch you, Raylith.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
My touch AC is 12, so yeah, I'm cold and shivering on the ground.
Yeah, you take 4 damage, and the same happens. You drop your gun hammer, and you're not having a good time. Argus.
I forgot to pick up my sword. I'm gonna pick up my sword. And
You got the weapon anyhow, okay?
I bought this fancy sword. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna swing my fancy sword.
Is your sword enchanted?
No, it's silver though. It's real nice.
It is real nice. Make your attack roll.
It is.
There it is.
I rolled a 14.
As you strike, it goes invisible. You don't see it at all, and then it sort of just reappears in place.
All right, everyone. I'm ready to chalk this one up as a loss.
Don't you guys have any magic items?
Do I look like I'm made of money?
We got silver swords. The silver swords were supposed to be able to hit it. I don't know what to tell you. Usually that works. I don't know what's going on in this particular case. I'm sorry, we goofed.
Alright, is that your turn, Argus?
Yep.
Alright, and then Merlin continues retreating back and goes in for another magic missile. Alright, well, I guess today it's my turn to be the hero. And 2 more ping pong balls of force are fired out of his fingers and just pop pop right on its face. Walton, your move.
For some reason it kicked me out of the game. I'm confused.
And that's what you get.
Yeah, it keeps kicking me out.
While Luke is struggling to regain his composure.
Yes, you're up next.
Well, I was gonna say, can I ask Merlin a question?
Right?
Yes.
Right? I'm back in. Oh, never mind. It just kicked me out again. What the fuck?
What's going on?
I don't know. It keeps kicking me out of Roll20. I think I got banned. I think Oliver stealth banned me.
What? Not intentionally, I assure you.
I'm gonna respond to Merlin, his question earlier, and be like, I could drop a house on it. Does that count as a magic item?
Not if the house is mundane.
You'll only make this house ghost
Yeah,
stronger. Alright, Walton's gonna pick up a sword that he did not pick up earlier. And then he's gonna swing it. He's gonna hit the boy. He's gonna try and hit the boy. He's gonna do what he can. He's gonna do his best. Bam. Yeah.
Alright, well, I
This is the silver sword.
Okay.
Did you get kicked, Oliver? Because it doesn't say you're in the game.
No, I exited to double check that he was not in fact banned. So that's a 17, yeah. So you bring your sword through it, yeah, and well, it seems to hit, maybe. But
Maybe.
it doesn't seem to really care about your sword. Raylith, your move.
Why did we even buy these? We spent so much money on swords that don't even work. want to have a word or two with that fucking blacksmith, that liar. Told this fake silver.
I don't think it's a silver problem. Did it seem like so before light didn't hurt it in any way besides the fact that it was actually spelled right?
Say again.
Think it would actually be hurt by light or anything? Or like would be shy about coming toward light?
Well, you think the spell definitely did hurt him, or it.
Yeah.
But specifically, probably not. Well, divine light maybe.
30-foot radius right now, right? I'm gonna cast daylight on myself. So I would like to shine a bright light in a 60-foot radius and see a little bit more what the heck's going on.
Okay, if you don't take a step first, it'll get an attack of opportunity.
If I don't, or if I do?
If you don't step away first, it can take an attack of opportunity when you cast a spell.
Doesn't it take an attack of opportunity when I step away?
Not if it's a 5-foot
Not
step.
take a 5-foot step.
Okay, cool, I'll do that. I also like roll and grab my weapon because I'm fancy, yo.
Alright.
So, daylight. Can I see more things?
Yeah, let me... 60 feet.
Do your fancy GM things.
Boom.
Can anybody else see this, or actually they should be able to?
Yeah, everyone sees it. And...
Did you?
Ooh,
Say
there's
what?
Another one down there.
Wait, did you pick your gun up?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Actually, we did like a fancy roll kind of thing. And by that I mean I literally just went, let's go.
So, since you are shining so brightly, you manage to look over your shoulder and you see the two town guards, Warwick and Luna, from behind, and they've got their weapons drawn and are pointing it towards another such ghostly presence down south.
Looks like there's more coming, guys. And that's my turn. If there's anything else I can do.
And then... takes a beeline towards Merlin. You guys can get an attack of opportunity if you want.
I'm gonna do it. Even though nothing's gonna happen.
Okay. I might be able to pull something off.
August, try suplexing the ghost.
I don't want to touch that thing, Wally. It's
Does something
cold.
count as a living creature, Oliver? Or no, because it's negative energy creature.
This is not a living creature.
Alright, hearing one more time. Save for me, I'm gonna try and daze it.
You can only take physical attack of opportunities.
Ooh, never mind, no point.
Alright, yeah. Argus swings down whoosh, on any normal creature. That would have been a great shot.
Alright, I'm getting real sick of this thing.
It's okay, August, I have an idea.
What's your idea, Wally?
You know the way I put your blood back in?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna try doing that to this.
It doesn't have blood.
Well, it's ghost ooze.
Do they have a name for that stuff?
Ectoplasm.
Thank you, Rayleigh.
Wow, this thing really likes to roll twos. Yeah, it floats towards Merlin, who's like, ah, no, 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 and then just, ah! And he, he falls to the floor shivering before this thing, spellbook crumpled underneath. Argus, your move.
God, I just straight up have nothing for this.
I never found my paper character sheet, which had my fancy items on it.
I have light arrows.
Those don't do damage to this, though. Do they?
I'm gonna fucking try it. Okay, I'm going to... Well, it's gonna be a turn, because I have to use a move action to unstrap my shield. I guess I can drop my sword, and then I just have to use a move action, so I can unstrap my shield, drop my sword and shield, and then another action to draw the bow. And that's my turn. And I say, I've got an idea.
Oh man.
And that's it.
Time to give this beast the business. But not all the business. Only some of the business.
So, can you make a 5-foot step when you're prone?
I don't
You can make a 5-foot crawl.
think so. That's a really good question.
I mean, you can roll, maybe.
Yeah, that's a roll. Anyways, well, he's gonna. Actually, no, it skips his turn because he was touched. Anyways.
Okay, so people are saying there's no explicit rule, but it's probably no because there's a rogue talent that explicitly lets you take a 5-foot step while prone. So you probably aren't normally supposed to be able to do that if there's a talent that lets you do it.
Right, yeah. The exception that proves the rule. Though Merlin says through chattering teeth, "Guys, I have a spell for this. Just get closer so I can die." Walton, your move.
Don't worry, Merlin. I'm coming. Okay. I'm gonna cure your wounds moderately, demon. Ghost. Yeah.
Wait a minute. If that does damage to it, I still have that wand of Cure Water.
It does do damage to it.
Yeah.
Will save. It needs to make a will save.
Okay.
Bet it's good at those.
It is good at those. Okay, it takes 4
That's like-
damage.
All of its saves are good.
They are pretty good. This is a very well-rounded creature.
What is it called again?
You called it a drelb.
A drelb.
Yeah.
No, I called it a drelb.
One of you called it a drelb. Raylith, your move. Yeah.
Wait,
So
does it do anything?
right. So you cast Cure Moderate Wounds, and your hands fill with holy healing energy from the light of Mitra, and you push it into this ghost, and it doesn't like that at all. It goes, "Ah!"
How do you like being touched? It's not nice, is it?
Raylith, you move.
Oh, I guess I touched it.
Yeah, I wish my sword could touch it.
Rayla's gonna, like, curse under her breath and be like, this is a stupid reason to use this and dig the Cure Moderate Wounds wand that she's been on to. Now, this will work the same way this does, right? Or because I do have spellcasting levels, so
It should work exactly the same.
It depends on the caster level that the wand was made at.
Yeah, it's not based on your caster level. It's based on whoever used it before.
So, what caster level would this be at?
You don't know yet. You haven't used it.
I'm going to wait. I'm gonna be close enough. Touch, so intercepting. Yeah, I'm gonna do cure moderate wounds wand charge number 1.
Interesting. This says, does this spell not have a range? Well, yeah, so it's gonna make that save. It makes that save.
What am I rolling over?
You are
I don't
rolling.
know what.
So, Cure Moderate Wounds heals 2d8 plus 6.
2d8 plus 6?
Nice. From the force of this wand, you're like, what do you say as you cast the spell?
This is a stupid reason to use this. That's what
And with all your disdain, and it is hurt terribly by another bout of healing light coming through it. And all...
Does it look perturbed?
it's hard to tell just from 2 pinpricks of light in its face, but you know, hard to say, but it doesn't like it. However, Raylith and Walton make a will save, but this time you get a, I believe it is a, you get a +2. Because you've seen this before.
I don't like will saves.
You should be good at will saves.
I am, but my rolls are not.
Oh.
Just don't roll when I just roll.
Alright, well...
I roll pretty good.
So, you guys see this seem to try to retreat that way, Walton, but you know better. It's gonna just go straight for Raylith instead, not moving at all.
I know this motherfucker's tricks.
Want me to like dump or anything?
I mean, I can. Can I, Oliver? Can I be like, Raylith! Raylith, it's coming to get you!
Yeah, you can try.
Alright.
Tell me to like dump or move or
I'm gonna
something.
yell that. I'll yell that. That will be what I yell.
Can Raylith just instinctively like duck backwards, be like,
What is your touch AC?
12?
No, the moment you hear Walton's message and you're like, oh shit, it's coming, it's already there.
It's my reflex, let me use it. Alright.
Okay, you take 4 cold damage and you're once again chilled to the bone.
I can't believe we're going to freaking 13.
Right.
So,
Argus.
does that happen every time? There's no save or anything for falling prone?
Nope.
Wait, why is it inside this house? Unless roll 20 like screwed up for me, it looks like it's where I'm pinging.
Oh, no,
I think that's where it's supposed to be.
that is not where it is.
Oh, it was there for me for like a second, and then it moved over. I think you just might have
That was,
the fuckiness.
That was all
Okay.
I had to retreat to.
Let me reopen roll 20. It always fixes it when I just reload the game. Loading. Hey, look, I don't have to wait 15 seconds.
You're welcome.
You're the best, Oliver. There it is. Okay. My
Merlin,
footstep.
Merlin yells at you. Get to me, Argus!
I say, no, wait, I got this. I swear. And I say, I got Hey, you. Fuck off. And that's my freebooter's bane right there. Telling it to fuck off. So, let's see. Actually, I don't have precise shot, so this is a bad attack roll. Shoot a light arrow at it.
Oh. So,
hey.
Fortunately, Merlin is prone right now. But, let's see. Can't. Yeah, that. So yeah, you notch the arrow of the sun and then loose it. And as it goes, hits through this ghost and then lands on the post on this house on the side. And this whole area is illuminated as with daylight. Double from...
Didn't do anything to the creature, huh?
So double daylight, and you see it doesn't like that. It has come over... Something has come over it in that it is fearing in the presence of so much light right now. You don't think it dealt damage, but it did something to this ghostly presence. And right now Merlin is gonna try and get up.
I'm just like, oh man, I was so sure that was gonna kill it.
Wait a minute. Is it retreating from the light or anything?
At this moment in time, no. It's not its turn. Merlin tries to get up and he gets smacked back down again. Ah! Walton, your move.
Alright, I'm gonna cure its wounds moderately again. So you better get ready with that will save. Yeah. Aha!
Now you have to make a touch attack, right?
Well, I don't know.
Cure Moderate Runes doesn't have a range. Like, what is wrong with this spell?
It's range of touch.
Are there multiple listings of this spell? Let's see.
Well, it says it works the same way as Cure Light Wounds, it just increases the die.
Oh,
And
okay.
touch.
Yeah,
There it is. You have to look at Cure Light Wounds.
yeah, the cure and inflict spells are just touches.
Okay, so you have to make a touch attack on that.
Hey, you're faking.
I have no idea what bonuses I make on that.
It's your strength plus your gaming plus your flanking bonus.
Okay.
It's like a regular melee attack, except it targets their touch AC, not their regular.
Yeah. Haha.
Oh,
Whoa, what the fuck, Luke?
that's actually critical. Yeah, roll to confirm.
Alright. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, okay.
That's gonna be 48 plus 8.
I'm great at this game.
Yeah, and it did not make the will save.
Yeah. Taste my lightning, fuckers.
Indeed. So, with the fury of Mitra behind you, with all this light around, you take your hands and banish it back to from whence it came.
Is that a damage record? I'm not sure if that's a damage record.
I'm not tracking it like Oliver does for the other game.
In this game so far, I believe that is the highest damage we have seen.
I
Because I know
believe
the
so.
17 that I did before was
Walton is going to scream out in the direction he saw Voltaire run, and he's going to be like, "Way of the warrior!"
That was very unexpected. I like.
Awesome, yeah, and you see it scream out in agony and just sort of explode into this ethereal mist. However, you guys still hear some combat going on in the south. And Raelith, it is your turn.
Yep. I am going to walk my butt down there and see what's going on because we can know. Yeah. I'm going to, let's see, I'm glowy. What does it look like they're trying to do? Are they just swinging in it aimlessly?
So you see a very curious sight. So from behind, it looks like Luna and Warwick have grown quite a bit more hairy. And they are attacking with their longswords, halfling-sized longswords, at this thing. And as it attacks them back, it seems just sort of futile on both ends. As they're like swinging through this thing, and as it touches them, they just shrug it off without much effort.
It's like slap fight. One of the ones where the two kids are fighting each other like this now. What's Mr. Mayor doing over here?
He's asleep.
And but why is he asleep? Oh, the mist, and then Beowulf as well. Let's take her nap.
Yes.
Magical fog.
Huh. Well, now we know who the werewolves are.
And Argus, it's now your move.
Just as I suspected.
My turn?
Warwick.
I wanna light something on fire.
I'm going to...
What are you gonna do?
This pile of wood over here, can I light it on fire?
How? How are you gonna light it on fire?
Spark. Igniting a flammable object. 30 feet range, I believe.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay. It's a DC of 14, but I don't know if... I don't know if that actually applies in this case. So...
No, inanimate objects don't have a save, I don't believe. Unless they're held by someone. Where is it? Where are you lighting on fire?
The pile of wood behind here. I want to see if it reacts to fire, like the light coming off of it.
Alright, a tinder seems to erupt from this pile of wood, and it goes up in flames. And Argus, your move.
It's gonna be a minute, because I need to spend a move action to stow my bow, and another move action to pick up my shield, and that's my turn. I've got to situate myself a little bit.
He's got to readjust.
Thanks.
Alright.
And
It's my turn, yeah? My turn? Yeah.
So Merlin gets up. He says, "Oh no, there's more." And he goes, "Here, Walton." And he picks up his spellbook and incants something from one of the pages, and he touches your sword, and it glows with an inner silvery blue light.
I can see! I can fight!
So it is now a +1 enchanted weapon.
Yes.
Alright, Walton, your move.
Haha. To the ghosts. 5, 10, 15, 20. 35. 40. That's it. That's all I can do. That's me using double my movement.
And Luna and Warwick seems not to have noticed you guys as they're quite viciously attacking this other Drelb, and they're like, ah, yeah, just going through it as you guys experienced. But then as it tries to attack back, they are not having any of that coldness. Argus. No, Raylith then Argus.
I'm gonna put out my hand and catch Wally as he kind of stops next to me. And be like, is it just me or the extra hairy now?
Yeah, it's almost like the person that I thought was a werewolf is probably a werewolf. If only someone who was here last session was here this session, so I could rub it in his half and half face.
Rayla's gonna take this moment to just reload the gun because she hasn't done that yet. And be like, so what do you think we should do? They're not hurting each other.
And you hear them yelling at this thing, "Get out of my town! Hiya!"
You get out of my town, you spooky feller, you get right out. You shoot, you skedaddle.
Yes, but slightly more threatening. I guess your move.
Still waiting for an answer from Molly.
I spent another move action to strap on my shield, and another move action to pick up my sword. And that's my turn.
Merlin.
The last 12 seconds, I've been hobbling around like, damn it, fucking shield. God. Just mumbling to myself.
Okay, Merlin is gonna go 5, 10. Grab this arrow. Then 15, 20, 25, 30. Since it seemed to help, and now the wire of light is following him. Walton, your move.
Haha, yes, Walton's turn to shine again. 5, 15, 20. Oh, that's one move action.
Don't keep your eyes peeled, folks. 5, 10, 15. I made it! And that's it, that's all.
Hi, guys! Wow, you both look very hairy.
Okay, so of note, protection from evil has worn off now.
Oh no. I went into the werewolf den without protection.
And so, as you arrive, Warwick and Luna both look at you with surprise and horror on their face, and you see their body has become a hybrid of halfling and wolf head. Their mouths and nose have elongated out to like very sort of a snarling face. Not like a full wolf, but somewhere in between there. And Luna tells you, not what it looks like. We can talk about this later.
Oh, I thought you guys put on spooky masks in order to scare the ghost.
Yes,
Just
sir.
kidding! I know exactly what it is! I didn't spend the entire day sleuthing around this town to not know exactly what I'm looking at.
Raylith, your move.
I'm gonna tell everybody. Hey, everybody! So what are you planning?
I'm gonna turn to Merlin and be like, I know you can enchant swords to hit them, but can you enchant bullets?
I can try.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk. Whatever, walk this way. I'm gonna go up to Merlin and be like, bullets of the blade, take your pick, and just show him the weapon.
Alright, Argus, your move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, what'd I miss?
And now you see Walton standing in between two mightily hairy halflings, even hairier than halflings usually are. And they're all facing down the Drelb.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Okay, so Wally is going to look at Argus and he's going to give him a wink and he's going to give him finger guns. Like, haha, I fucking knew it.
Can't see your finger guns, too dark.
Oh no, it's quite bright actually.
You can
I
definitely.
I can't see his finger guns.
Yes, you
Fire
can.
gun.
Yeah, like Merlin and Raylith both have like, so Raylith is glowing as the day. Merlin has an arrow of the sun in his hand. You can see things quite clearly right now. And this
Finger gunned.
and behind them there's fire, so
That and Walton's sword is glowing blue from what I was told.
yes.
And so the one thing that would be illuminated is at least one finger gun.
Alright. Fine, you finger gunned me.
Haha.
And Merlin looks through the spellbook, and he tells you, "This is almost the last thing I've got for you guys." And your satchel of bullets, Raylith, glows with the same silvery blue glow, and they have +1. Walton, your move.
Thank you, Merlin.
Alright, finally gonna get some combat in. Come here, you spooky ghost. I'm gonna give you what for. I'm gonna give you what for. Hiya. Well,
Well, make your touch attack first.
What do you mean by touch attack?
Oh, you're doing a normal attack. I see. So oh dear. Not quite. So in between these two werewolves and facing a ghost, this is just way too spooky for you.
Was my roll really so bad that I thought it was a 2d8?
So, as you think about attacking, you fall on your butt, backwards, 5 steps, 5 feet. And now it is the Drelb's turn. And it is frustrated with these two, and it goes, tries to attack you, Argus.
Fine. Yeah, it hits me.
just the smallest little poke.
I'm so sick of this shit.
Raylith, your move.
Alright. Surprised Merlin didn't move after doing that thing. But, yeah. Thanks, Merlin. I'm gonna go down. Yeah, just go there. I'm gonna go here, and since I have an entire satchel of enchanted bullets, I'm gonna shoot the thing. I'll attempt to shoot the thing.
It hits.
Yes. Alright, I don't know if my macro is correct. No, it was not correct. So it's a 1d8.
Yeah, +1. Now with the enchanted bullets. Alright, yeah, so this silver bullet streams through it, and you see you've caused like a hole in its ethereal form that then reforms around the void that you had left. Argus, your move. Or not move.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Doesn't have a choice.
Literally chilling. Chilling so good.
Dying from the cold.
So Merlin moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay,
30.
so Tyler, on a question on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad would you be if I burst of radiance you?
Like a solid 2, maybe.
All right.
I think I'm all right.
Okay. Because that's what's gonna happen. Gonna go ahead. Wait, because it's my turn, yeah?
No, now it's Merlin's turn.
Argus?
So
Okay, it's Merlin.
Merlin
Good old Merlin.
goes over here and he prepares an action. And then these guys they don't move, but you see, well, Walton, you see at least, them like sort of focus for a moment, and then the snout reforms back into their face, the hair is drawn back into their bodies, and now they're just a regular halfling amount of hairy, which is still more than a human's. And that's their turn. Walton, your move.
Yes. All right. Gonna throw it right here. Right in that square.
And it needs to make a reflex save. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, no. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Now it will get greatly fucked upon because it is blinded.
Oh dear.
It is blinded for that many
3 rounds, nice.
and takes that many damage.
Oh yikes. All right.
Sadly, Argus also needs to make a reflex save.
All right.
I'm all right at those.
Describe how the spell looks now.
Well, basically, Walton is he's gonna take his silver dust. He's gonna take it between two pieces of flint, and he's gonna crack the flint so it sends this spark out at the location of wherever he wants it to go, and then it's going to sort of explode outwards in a halo of brilliance.
Sounds good.
Okay, Tyler, you are dazzled for 3 rounds.
All right.
As it happens, it's the enemy's turn, and with its ruby eyes now, like, you see it shifted towards more of the yellow spectrum as it became blinded by this burst of light. It's gonna blindly attack where it believes Argus is now. And what is the modifier on that? For blinded?
It's treated basically, you treat it like the person they're attacking is invisible, so it's like full concealment. And since I haven't moved, I guess it could. We could easily say it could pinpoint me.
Yeah, but it doesn't know that you didn't move.
I think it kind of does.
Okay, so first thing, you have a 50-50 chance of just not,
Okay,
just
wait,
not working.
I got it. So, it takes a -2 to AC, it loses its dex bonus to AC, takes a -4 penalty on most strength and dex-based skill checks, and perception checks. All opponents are considered to have total concealment, 50% miss chance. And blind creatures must make a DC 10 acrobatics skill check to move faster than half speed.
Okay, so if this is a 1, then you, then it can hit you. If it's a 2, it will miss.
Cool.
Okay, so it can possibly hit you for this one. Let's see. Miss.
We're good.
Alright. And Raelith, your move.
I have a question first, Oliver.
Yes.
You're talking about how it takes an extra turn to reload the musket axe, right?
Yes.
Where are you getting that info from? I did a quick search on it, and I'm seeing the update about it's 1d8 of damage, but nothing about the reload condition.
Two-handed weapons take a full round action to reload. With rapid reload, it goes down to a standard. It's just a general rule of guns, not that weapon in particular.
So it actually would have been the same for aren't muskets two-handed?
Yes.
Yep.
So what would it have been without the rapid reload? Would it be?
It would have been a
Full round action.
A full action, which means that you must take a full round of just standing there and reloading your musket. You wouldn't be able to move or make any other actions.
And the difference is I can reload while moving, kind of deal.
Yeah, you can move, you can make swift actions.
Not that I have any of those, but okay. I'm just gonna reload. I don't have anything else I can do at this point.
Alright. Argus.
What up?
You... Alright. It's your turn.
I don't think I can do anything still, right?
Yeah, you're not doing much. Let's see. Another chill. Shooting from 1 round. Yep, you're not doing much. Merlin's turn. Says,
Wait, you didn't actually roll for damage. How much damage did I take on that last hit?
You're right. You took 3 cold damage.
Yay.
And it's Merlin's turn now. And he says, Alright, guys. Let's try this on for size. And he tries to throw the arrow of the sun through it. God, I was always going to red. Yeah, and a wire of light pierces through this creature's being. And once again, it doesn't like that. Walton, your move.
Alright. I'm running on Steam, so we're gonna have to actually go for an attack. Thank God, I have some flanking bonus. I got some bonuses from my gold friendship bracelet. Everything's looking up. Everything's looking real good. Wha-bam!
Alright, give me some damage.
Fuck yeah. Way of the warrior.
We didn't lose much without Phil this time because I think he'd be doing just about as well as I am right now.
And that's with the +1 bonus from Enchanted Weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Right, you stab through this thing, which is blinded, so it's even easier to hit now. And this piercing magical aura that Merlin has imbued your sword with now actually makes a mark as you slice through it, and you deal 8 damage.
Aha!
Alright.
I'm sorry.
And it's going to move over here and attempt to touch you, Walton. Which is just completely off the mark. It is just flailing around randomly. Raylith, your move.
Is it my turn now? So I have my influence off.
Yes, your move.
I will. This is considered a clear shot. Oh wait, no, but it goes to throw. I'm likely to shoot one of them if I shoot it.
Quite possible.
Okay, I'm moving here. Actually, I'm gonna move back one as well. And I'll take a shot.
Give me some damage.
Oh, +1. So 3. Still, it's a 3.
Right, it's not an amazing shot, but you go through it nonetheless, and you are just puncturing this thing's ethereal form. And now the holes are not so quick to reform.
Okay.
And now Warwick is going to go and do an aid you, Walton, on your next attack.
Excellent.
And Luna takes a prepared action. Or I guess your move.
When you aid other, you roll an attack against AC 10.
Huh. Wait, so does Warwick roll now? Or what? How does that work?
Yeah, when you want to aid another, you roll your attack against AC 10, and if you're successful, then they're considered aided.
Alright. Okay. Okay, you are aided. Argus, your move.
I'm getting aid from the werewolves, my sworn enemies.
I say it. All right, Merlin. You know, do you have any more of that glowiness for me?
Nope.
All out of glowiness for the day. Please come again tomorrow.
I'm a wizard, not a sorcerer.
You think I know the difference?
Maybe. I think you're not as dumb as you look.
It's really nice. Okay, so the ghost is like, can we walk here? Are we good to walk here?
You'll take an attack of opportunity. Like, can it take an attack of opportunity if it's
Oh
blind?
yeah, I mean,
Can it do that if it's
I don't
blinded?
believe you can.
Okay, yeah, you could just...
If you don't have any like extra sensory abilities, I don't think you can do that.
It didn't say it couldn't.
You can try.
But
I want to flank for Wally.
Wait, so...
Move by flank for Wally.
Wait, where were you standing before?
Like right here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna flank for Wally, and I'm gonna say, "All right, get him, Wally." And I use my shit. I forgot the name of the class ability. The one that increases flanking bonuses to +4.
Okay.
That one.
that one.
I don't remember the name of the ability. My bad.
Also, it says that all like sight-based checks automatically fail, but I'm not sure if an attack of opportunity is sight-based.
I feel like it should be.
Because then you could have like this crazy blind monk archetype where it doesn't necessarily need to see in order to know where you are.
If the creature doesn't have any like extra sensory abilities to see, they just kind of be going.
I don't know.
Just
Argus is
on.
pretty stinky.
I mean, fair.
Alright.
But yeah, that's
So-
my turn though. That's a move and a move. Sorry, I didn't.
Alright, that sounds good. Alright, and it is now Merlin's turn. And he is going to... tell you... Alright, Argus, it's my last spell. And he seems to pull a sword out of the spellbook and gives it to you. This is a shining sword of pure force, much like the magic missile that he used before. And he hands it to you, Argus.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'll drop my silver sword and grab that one instead.
Alright, and that is his turn. Walton, your move.
Excellent. Excellent. Good old Wally's at it again.
So this is a +1 longsword of magic that you're holding.
Yes.
Nice.
Fucking nice. Okay, so... It's a +4 bonus?
Flanking's now a +4 bonus instead of a +2.
Alright.
And you have an extra +2 from Warwick.
Alright. If I don't hit this, I'm gonna be very sad.
Yes, you super hit
That's
it.
really good.
Thank God. I don't have to look like a fool anymore. Hey-ya!
Alright, yeah, you are slicing and dicing this thing up now. And doing it quite heroically, I might add.
Now I am the protagonist. Yeah, that's it for my turn.
It is going to start moving. Argus and Walton get an attack of opportunity, I believe.
Is it moving out of the threatened square, or is it just moving up one?
It's moving
It's
out.
moving within a threatened area. It still gives you that sweet attack.
All right. Do I still have all my bonuses? No, I don't.
Eight others just for the next attack, but flanking still works because attack of opportunities are resolved before the action that provoked them.
Okay.
So, and that's a +1 weapon, right? Oliver, that I have. You said +1 force sword.
Yes.
Well, that.
Okay.
I got a 26. I'm pretty sure I hit it.
I'm taking 2. Delicious.
Oh, show me that.
Incredible.
Show me that confirm.
21 for the confirmation roll.
That's a confirm, and I deal 10 damage to it, and I can't wait to see how much damage Argus is going to do to it.
Not a ton. I don't do a whole lot of that. That confirms, right? 21?
Yes.
Splat. Oh, that was a good roll.
Alright.
I don't do a lot of damage.
Argus, how do you do this?
Well, I don't think... You know, old habits die hard. I'm gonna just go for, like the throat, like a beheading type motion, even though it's probably not gonna get beheaded. But I mean, that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it.
It's okay. Here's what's going to happen. Walton is going to swing low, and then Argus is going to chop him high. And we're just going to combo slash, and it's going to look really cool.
Yeah, so with this incredible,
Alright, sweet, we combo
incredibly
slash.
coordinated combo slash, you slice it up from below, and then Argus beheads it with a magic glowing sort of force, and the head and body just sort of separate into different directions before they dissipate.
Alright, are we out of combat?
You're out of combat. And
I don't
then
know, we got two werewolves staring at us right now. I
Oh,
mean,
no.
they're tiny. They're little baby werewolves.
they're halflings right now.
Oh.
And they immediately go to the guard tower area and start putting out the snare before their whole town burns down. And they're like, well, what in tarnation? I don't know how this happened.
Well, see you, boy, howdy. I am a werewolf, but I'm also a firefighter. Here we go.
I feel like there's a lot of occupational hazard for a werewolf firefighter.
I mean, true, but you gotta follow your dreams, Tyler.
Anyway, I'd say, Wally, did you see that? Look at this thing. Why do we even buy weapons? Merlin, how long have you been holding out on us? And I'm just kind of like whooshing my glowy force sword around.
Oh my god, can we put them together and make lightsaber sounds? Just...
Well, you can actually.
Hey, Argus, fight me. I'm the great villain, Darth Vader.
Oliver question. Or actually, Merlin's question. I'm going to ask, how long does the enchantment last on the bullets?
Not much longer.
Okay.
The sword actually lasts quite a long time, though.
What, you mean it doesn't last forever?
I'll give you a couple more minutes on that before it goes away.
No, that sucks. And I kind of like drive the sword into the ground, point down, and I go pick up my regular sword that's not going to disappear.
Hey,
Well, it was fun.
that's still a work of art, you know? I worked hard on that.
You said some funny sounding words and wiggled your fingers and pulled it out of a book.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was real nice. It cut that ghost real good, but I mean, I didn't see you slaving over a forge to make that thing.
No, I slaved over a book.
I don't understand magic. And I go over to Wally. I'm like, hey, so Wave Raylith over too.
What? Oh. I'm actually gonna go over and get a sword to look at it, and then come over.
So, guys, are we just going to ignore the 2 werewolves in the guard tower?
I mean, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Wait.
This is...
Werewolves, what are you talking about?
Well, Merlin, you're probably a little young for this, but when you reach a certain age, your body begins to undergo changes. And then sometimes you become a werewolf.
That's not normal, Wally. That's the wrong idea.
Alright, well, that doesn't sound right to me, but you're the doctor, so I can't really say it isn't right.
Can I just, like, give Wally, like, a playful smack?
Yes, give Wally a playful smack.
I'm gonna be grinning, though.
Just a little...
Yeah.
Wait, so I might become a werewolf? What age does this happen at?
If you spend too much time here, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count that out.
Wait. Okay, Merlin, you told us to come here because there were werewolves. And now you're surprised that there are werewolves.
Who? What are you talking about?
Luna and Warwick are werewolves!
You didn't see him all hairy?
They were all harried out and with snoots.
They're halflings! Of course they're hairy!
No, like unusually hairy and dog-faced.
They look like halflings to me. Are you sure it wasn't just the ghost you're looking at?
Merlin, look, there comes a time in everyone's life where they have to accept that some members of their town/family are werewolves.
Well,
I mean, do you still want us to, like, kill him, or what?
no, that's...
But they could have been responsible for killing all the others.
Where's Valtier? He wanted one of their pelts.
No, he wanted several of their heads.
Heads, pelts, whatever.
And you wanted the teeth.
Oh, I want the teeth.
I'm so confused here. Why are you talking about killing the town guard?
Because they're werewolves. You know,
They're werewolves.
for a smart guy, you're pretty dumb.
It's what we came here to do. We came here to kill the werewolves. Just because they happen to be disguised as the town guards and didn't want anyone finding out their identity does not mean that we are straying from the mission.
Wally's, like, losing it here.
That's because all of Walton's crazy fucking pins on his insanity board were finally connected with the red yarn.
Alright. Can you guys see the portraits at the bottom?
Yes,
Okay.
Indeed, I can.
I can see 4 of them.
I can only see them because I'm close enough to see them.
Oh yeah, we got the dynamic lighting thing going on still, but we can... Yeah.
Oh, which 4 do you want? 5, actually.
Okay. So, I'm trying to illuminate the entire thing. Give me a second.
Well, if me and Raylith and Argus all just stand at the bottom, we can illuminate all of them. So yeah, all 6 are showing up now.
Okay, you guys don't need to move your stuff, but alright. So, sleeping on the side there, you see Werewolf, who has this very nice brown jacket on. And Luna and Warwick are almost finished with putting out the fire.
So Luna and Warwick. This one, and this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. I'm gonna kill some werewolves.
So, once they finish, Luna turns to you and says, "Well, I thank you all for helping us there. That was a pickle."
Alright, Walton is going to reply by saying, "You're a werewolf!
Tell him, Wally.
You're both werewolves! That would have been a nice thing to mention when we got here looking for werewolves!"
Now, what in tarnation are you talking about?
You can play dumb all you want, but I know what I saw. How many others? How many others are werewolves? Is it everyone?
And you hear rustling as the spell seems to have faded from the rest of the community. And from your screaming, Beowulf and Fenrir now have woken up. It says, "Oh,
Alright.
what happened there?"
Alright. Beowulf. Fenrir. I'm gonna level with you. You too, Luna Warwick. Is everyone in this town a werewolf? We don't necessarily want to hurt you if the case, but we would like to know if there are bigger issues as a result of this, and would like to solve this in as kind and courteous a manner as we can. I'm gonna roll diplomacy.
I want to do detect magic on the two that we know are werewolves to see if they actually register as magical.
Well, so when you detect magic, you, as per the last time as well, you detected a vast river of magic flowing through this town, which is and beyond that, it is interfering with your ability to discern particular magics from people or things.
Okay, so that's my diplomacy roll.
Now, so Fenrir tells you, "Now, Walton, let's be gentlefolk here. Luna and Warwick have protected this town for many years now. Many years. Now, I will admit there might be some peculiarities about certain abilities they have, but I assure you they mean no harm. To us, at least.
Mr. Mayor. So what you're telling me is that there's good werewolves and there's bad werewolves.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Are you a werewolf?
No.
Is Beowulf a werewolf?
I don't know why you think ever... Do you think all halflings are werewolves?
I think that most of the halflings in this town could be werewolves, considering the intel we got on this town about werewolf attacks. I just need to know how many good werewolves there are, so that way if we encounter a bad werewolf, we'll know it's a bad werewolf, and we won't accidentally hurt someone who's a townsfolk.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the good werewolves are about this high. The bad ones are above that.
Is there more than one bad werewolf?
I know there's at least one, not from our village.
And how long... No, go ahead, Michelle.
How did you guys end up as werewolves?
So Luna, she stows her crossbow and says, cat's out of the bag, isn't it now, ain't it? Now, you don't be running your mouth about this. We got enough problems as it is.
Okay, I want to stop you there, Luna. I don't think anyone will believe us that there's a village of halfling werewolves.
I'll shut up and give you some teeth.
Give me your teeth.
I have to
Anyone?
decline that one. No.
Fine, then maybe I'll just tell everyone that you're a bunch of werewolves.
August, look. we don't want their teeth. Their teeth are probably tiny. People will just think we took them from a dog.
You're right.
We want the big teeth.
You can all keep your teeth.
Now, there is a certain feature of this village that has allowed it to remain free for all this time. For some of us have been born with the power of the moon. And if you're born with it, you can train yourself in controlling it from birth. And that is how we are. See, we can turn there and back again at will. What you're thinking of is a turned werewolf. Someone who's bitten or scratched and then succumbed to the curse. Now, without the blood being in you from the beginning, it is nearly impossible to control. And on the day of the full moon, you are indeed likely to go out and do something that you will regret. As Luke leaves us.
Hi, Luke.
I'm gonna turn and say, well, what about Merlin?
Yeah? What about me?
I think if Merlin were a werewolf, someone would have noticed by now. Something would have happened.
Heck, we probably wouldn't notice by now for how long we traveled with him.
I know that weird guy that had all the half animal pets would probably know right away.
Well,
You're right about that.
the weirdness of Merlin is a different story. We can talk about that later, but
How common is it to be born with the werewolf trait in this town?
well, we try to keep this town tidy, and this mixed blessing to just a few families, and let the rest live without trying to deal with that. It is a burden that we bear.
Like,
Wait,
Sure does.
Raylan's gonna,
Wait, so
Raylan's gonna plop herself down on the ground, take out her notebook and pen, and say, right. So how did you end up in a war with a different clan of werewolves?
wait, hold on, Raylith. Before that, Mr. Mayor, you said this was all in the bloodline,
That is correct.
and your brother's a werewolf,
It happens.
and you're not a werewolf.
I may have lied.
Mr. Mayor, okay, we gotta put our cards on the table at this point. We need 100% honesty right now. Otherwise we will get nowhere.
Now then, there ain't no war with any other clans. We do our best to keep quiet and off the map. See, you aren't going to find many villages of halflings. Not free ones, at least. Now, as I explained, the Black Wolf came here about a month ago. That we saw. And now weird stuff we see. This ghostly creatures coming out from the north. Well, I'm as mystified as you are.
So, like, what are the perks of being a werewolf?
Well, hard to say perks, but when you are in a changed form, it is hard to be hurt by most things. Through the blessing of the moon, even a sword straight to your gut, you'll heal right up, lest it be silver.
You mean like this? I'm gonna start waving my sword around real uncomfortably close to him.
Hey, now.
Say, oh, Mayor, you gotta bite me.
No!
Being a werewolf sounds so fun.
Oh yes, you're just gonna lose control during the full moon and you're probably gonna kill me.
You'll probably be fine, Wally. Just make sure I'm facing towards the bad people. Or, like, you're far away, one or the other.
If your instinct takes over, you will go after the weakest link. I am typically the weakest link.
And Fenrir...
I'm not what those would...
No, go on.
I am not what those people would call an alpha male, nor am I a beta male. I'm more of a gamma male.
Okay, to be honest, Voltaire has all those really weird powers that lets him do all that weird shit. You know what? I want some weird powers too.
Well,
being a werewolf sounds kind of fun.
It'll certainly be weird, I'll tell you that, but no. You would be a turned werewolf. You would only be able to transform on the full moon, and then you will not control it. It will only cause havoc and destruction. There is a good reason why the curse has such a shame attached to it.
I mean, I'm not opposed to havoc and destruction.
Well, we are.
Can I roll diplomacy to try to convince him to turn me into a werewolf?
You can try.
I mean, Walton can. Well, how about this? How about you try and convince Walton to try and convince them? Because I am guaranteed more likely to convince them to do it than you are.
No, I'm rolling my -2 diplomacy roll.
Wait, what are you trying to convince them to do?
Turn me into a werewolf!
Oh.
Fenrir says, absolutely not. Ain't no way, ain't no how.
I mean, what if you turned me into a werewolf?
There ain't gonna be no turning from us.
I feel like I would just roll around in the dirt.
You might just do that the first time.
I feel like I would do that every time.
In that case, there ain't no point, is there?
I don't know, maybe I want to roll around in the dirt.
You can do that right now.
For the low cost of nothing.
Alright, where... No one lets me have any fun around here.
It's okay, August. Maybe we'll find that other werewolf and then he can turn you into a werewolf because he won't care whether you live or die.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, being a werewolf is just a disease. I mean,
Yep, curse. Definitely a curse. Not an illness, not made by anyone in particular, a curse. Yes. Michelle, I'm not sure if you were here when that was mentioned, but yeah, Wally is almost 100% certain where lycanthropy of this world was created by one of his ancestors.
Wow. Somehow not actually correct. Can I do my sit down and say, right, tell me how all this ended up happening? Yeah, I'm gonna take that as a Rayla pops herself down in the dirt, pulls out her notebook, says, okay, how'd you end up in a war with another werewolf then?
There ain't no other clan that we know of. It's just this strange happenings. Hmm?
So explain. How did this all start? The truth this time, please. And I can roll a diplomacy if needed here.
Sure, give me diplomacy.
I think that should be a +10. I don't think I didn't update, but it doesn't matter. So.
Okay. So he explains to you that they, until about a month ago, they were not aware of any other clans or other werewolves at all. The mayor believes that this new werewolf to be completely outside of the circumstances of Daggerdare. What he thinks is that something is going on in the north, that they are being assaulted on such that they stay within their town and don't investigate. As for the story of werewolfism in the town of Daggerdare, it has just been a bloodline thing between the Perdana Pipples and Peacechestershires.
I'm going to turn to Walton and be like, why didn't you mention any of this to us?
Mention what?
Or not Walton, I'm sorry, Merlin.
Merlin looks just as surprised as any of you about this information.
Oh wait, hold on. We found some tracks that led north out of the town, and then we sort of lost the trail. But if we had someone with a werewolf's senses, maybe we could pick up where it went cold.
Well, if you're willing to investigate whatever it is, whoever it is, that's causing this ruckus, and is so intent on not being disturbed, well, we can lend you some hands there.
Well, sir, we came here to investigate and slay werewolves that are bad. Bad werewolves. Specifically the bad ones. And I will be damned if we do not do our job.
I mean, could this wait till morning? I can't see shit out here.
You can't see shit half the time.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, Wally.
And Raylith, now your daylight-like aura of angelic goodness has faded back into your regular skin tone.
Okay.
So, and the mirror says, well, I'm sure happy to have an angel on our side.
Was that the end of the sentence, or was there more to that?
No, that's all he said.
Okay. It sounded like half a sentence. Rayla's just gonna smile, honestly. If they think I'm an angel at this point, that's probably going to work more in our favor. In this case. So, we can trust you for now, I think. And as she says that, she's going to give me sense motive.
What are you trying to sense?
They're gonna kill us and
You sense that among the many secrets of this village, killing guests is probably not one of them.
that's what I thought. Okay. I suggest we all get some sleep. We good? We good, guys? You good?
Yep.
Okay.
As Merlin tells you, well, I sure hope Valtier comes back by the morning. I'm sure
He's
he'll
probably
be
fine.
I'm sure he'll be fine. It's only a ghost forest, you know.
You'd be surprised how often he runs off, yells "Way of the Warrior," and everything turned out fine.
None of us were perturbed.
Alright. Let's go to bed.
I mean, if you want, I can use my, like, sing performance thing and just, like, scream his name at the top of my lungs into the general direction of the forest. That's
No,
all.
he's fine. He's gonna be fine.
Okay, where we sleeping?
In the big room with everyone else.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wake up to a bunch of hungry werewolves, and we're gonna be over a fire on a spit. It's just gonna be rotating us around.
I hope that doesn't happen.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, that Wally boy, he doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. We use him as a slave." And that's what's going to happen.
And the mayor warns you, now don't go blabbing about this to any of the other villagers either.
Don't worry, I'm good at keeping secrets. But
Sure,
I
yeah,
don't.
whatever.
I don't know about August.
No, Keith wouldn't let me turn into a werewolf. Hate this place. Fucking ghosts. Can't even stab them.
And you guys go to sleep?
Go to sleep.
I am going to make sure that Raylith is safe
Appreciate it.
from the creatures of the night.
They're just halflings.
I meant the other creatures.
Yes, halflings are creatures of the night, everyone knows that. Alright, and you guys battle up together, buddy system. So, and the rest of the camp, they, for the most part, they all woke up from the spell, from the fighting and commotion that's happened, but now that it seems to be safe again, they are very warily going back to sleep as well. But again, with more people awake and on guard around the campsite, or around the center of the village, not a campsite. But you guys drift off to sleep. And as you feel the coldness come out of your body, replaced with the warmth of health and life and rest, your mind drifts off, and you guys
Ooh, this is very pretty.
Ooh.
Oh god, we're in the dungeon.
What?
So you find yourselves, it's a strange feeling. You've been here all along. You feel like, you have no recollection of how you entered this place, but it feels like, of course I'm here. And on the floor you see it is this black marble floor, same with the walls. It is this very clean, very well-crafted floors and walls, very beautiful designs all along it. And Merlin, you see, is just walking around, as you guys feel like.
Ooh, what's this?
We're asleep right now.
You're awake as far as you know.
What the hell is going on?
This music is familiar. Where is this from?
So, yeah, don't move your fingers too far. So
Going right into the water.
no, so as you enter this room, real quick, let's go over. So you see, in front of you, it's not water exactly. It's this flowing, fluid-like pool of light, pool of energy. You're not sure. It's like... It's sort of like what you saw before, when the Drelb, in its final moments, it faded into this semi-transparent, semi-liquid ectoplasmic form. And that is what you see inside this pool now. This flowing ectoplasma. But very still right now.
What happens if I go up and I touch it? Little touch.
So, let's hold on for one moment. What are the rest of you doing?
There's a hand.
What is the rest of the party doing?
Hey, Ras! I'm gonna stick my head into the goo.
I'm going to check my notebook, which I do sleep with because I'm a weirdo, and see if my notes that I took late last night are actually in there.
They are in there.
And then I'm going to write myself a note. As I'm walking, I'll glance over and see like Wally found the blue pool. And just like leave that as a note for myself to see later.
Yeah, and Merlin is like feeling around these walls in sort of a half daze. Argus, what are you up to?
Say. Alright. Anyone else remember falling asleep here last night?
Yeah, I'm gonna do detect magic.
Well, I mean, Oliver said it's felt like we've always been here. We have no recollection of how we got here, but...
Really, what is your notebook?
Yeah, it feels like it feels like in the middle of the day you're just going about your business, like if someone opened a book of your life and just started on that period of time. The beginning doesn't seem to matter.
Rayla taking out her notebook is a standard thing she would do, so I think she would have a hint that something is going on.
I want to wander around a little bit. Like, up here.
Can I do a detect magic?
Yes, you may detect magic.
Detected magic. General vicinity.
You detect that the magic, there is and is not magic here. It is this bizarre quantum feeling of like yes and no.
Clearly unhelpful. Alright, I'm gonna see what Watson is up to. What is it? This is like a table or what?
So that is, yeah, that's a table. It is a 10 feet by 10 feet, pretty wide table. But Walton, so now as Raylith enters the room, you stick your hand into this bluish, glowing ectoplasmic pool, and it just flows around you like as if you blew into a pool of mist.
I notice that there's a staircase. But is Walton going to walk through? Raylith?
Is there any dust on the table? Like, does this place look like it's been cleaned or used?
It is pretty clean here. There is no dust whatsoever. There's no dust, dirt. This feels like a very pure place.
So this can have a sudden flashback to that, like, dream weaver person. I don't have enough money for them. Popping in everybody's mindscapes. And just kind of, like, out of curiosity, is going to, like, mentally reach out and be like, "Are you here?" Addressing that person, and she'll walk up to Walton.
That's interesting. What in the world check would that be? I'm gonna say that's a diplomacy check.
Oh, nice.
So mentally, you try to reach out, and you think you're not sure if you've reached the Dreamweaver, but there absolutely is a presence around here. Argus, are you going to continue moving up there?
Yes, I was waiting for that to resolve. What's around this corner?
So around that corner, you see. One moment. I'm gonna move you. Okay, I need to widen my screen here for a moment. So you go around the corner and you go into the next hallway, and you see a wall in front of you, and at that wall there is a message written, but it's written in a language that you don't know.
Get me over there.
I'm trying to think of... It's a language that I can't read, but is a language that I may have ever seen. Like, do I recognize the script in any way?
I kind of doubt that you would have seen this language.
So it's not something common like Elvish or Orcish or something like that?
No, this is not a language that would be spoken by any common folk.
All right.
Can it be celestial, please? Can I speak that?
We're not the road.
Gonna get there. Rayla's gonna just drop a bullet on the table to just. She's messing with stuff. She's just instinctively curious and to come back and check it.
Bullet falls through the table.
Hmm?
The bullet falls through the table, but hits the floor.
Oh, weird.
I'm gonna leave it there. And say, well, are we going through?
I'm going through. I will take a step into the blue.
Alright, you step into the blue. It's not liquid exactly. It's liquid, it's mist, it's spirit, and your life force, it seems to like draw it towards you. You see it like sort of being drawn and coalesced around your ankles.
It's raining the life or something?
You don't feel anything at this moment.
Then I will take a step forward.
Can I try and jump over the pool?
Yes.
I also want to do a sense vote on the presence to see if they intend this one.
Okay.
So, do the sense motive first. Lots of 16s today for me.
So this presence, it does not seem to have any feelings towards you.
Okay.
You don't think that it even knows that you're there.
That's my attempt at jumping over this.
Yeah. You make it across.
Yay! Man. Oh, Merlin. Hi. Didn't know you were there.
Yeah, so you see Merlin has plopped down and is like reaching out and sort of like testing these strange knot waters.
Turn around. What do you think, Merlin?
Can it be? I wonder. And he seems lost at thought for a moment, then he says, So you know how gold, you can use it to turn into magical items for enchantment? Well, that's because, gold very easily turns into magic, and it's very uniform. One piece is sort of this one unit of magical potential, and so that way you know that, say, with 1,000 units of this magical potential, that is precisely enough to do certain enchantments. But that's not the only way. You can take magical potential from other places, from other things. I think this is a strange place. I don't know what is the nature of this pool, but I think there's a lot of potential here.
Braylon is going to nod, pull out the water flask, which is the only thing she'll have on her, empty it out, and fill it with liquid from this pool.
Alright, you have a vial of ectoplasma.
Freaking flask.
Okay, flask of ectoplasma.
Yep. Ghostbuster time.
The only trick is, will it stay with you once the dream has ended?
She's also gonna write a note in her notebook as she walks up these stairs saying, check the flask.
But then Merlin takes out his book, The Atlas of Planes, and starts flipping through it. But you guys continue.
Anything in this room?
Argus, what are you doing all the way over there?
You guys don't see Argus.
Can I continue around this little wall to whatever's around it?
Yes.
That's good?
Yeah.
I want to look. What's this room here?
So you see this marble floor now, and that pool is a much deeper pool of ectoplasma going, starting there, sort of a spring at the center there, this vortex of ectoplasma coming up like a fountain, and then it continues on north, and across. And then across the way, you see your friends. How did they get there?
Oh, yes. Didn't you go the other way?
Yeah, now I'm here. Don't ask. I don't know how it happened.
Rayla's gonna take that hit and drop a bullet over here.
Pling, pling, pling.
We get a bullet there, we get a bullet there.
Alright. Let's... August, let's see what's up here.
Around this way and just like peer back to see where he came from. Can she see writing from here or is it on the other side?
It's on the other side.
Anything, Argus?
Yeah, some weird scribbling on the wall. I don't even think it was words.
And bam.
Give me a linguistics check.
Do I even have to? I can just use my cantrip.
Comprehend languages?
Oh, that's a spell. Alright, I'll do it like this.
You are not super sure about this. You think, well, you're absolutely sure that this is not celestial. You see that the script is, it says something and then it shifts. Like, the words fade in and out.
Can I use my read magic?
Yes. So,
Yeah, that's a cantrip.
you use read magic and this is not a spell. You know that this is not a magical glyph or anything of that nature.
Okay, I'll do comprehend languages.
So it reads to you, I see what you see not, vision milky than eyes rot. When you turn they will be gone, whispering their hidden song. Then you see what cannot be, shadows move where light should be. Out of darkness, out of mind, cast down the halls of the blind.
Can you use that in the chat?
I can have to...
Sorry. I also like to do a librarian check to see if this rings a bell.
Sure. There, I type out this poem for you. So, you This does seem somewhat familiar. You're not sure if this is a message from the creator of this place or from someone who's been there before, but it is a warning.
I'm writing it down. That's part of the reason I had to do it. Okay, gotta go back to join the boys, figure out what they're up to, and I'm dropping another bullet because this place is too weird. Let's go, Argus, through my meat shield.
I like your little, like, 1 pixel bullets there.
Yeah. I figure if we end up back here, it'll be noticeable enough. Another bullet.
So, at this point, Merlin is trailing behind you guys pretty far, just still trying to skim through his book. And so, Walton, you are moving forward? Or not?
Yes. Yes, moving forward. Ha!
So, in this room, you see the pool. Alright, so first thing, you had to go upstairs to get into the next room. And up these stairs, you look down upon this flowing pool of ectoplasma in the corners, down the center. And in the center, on a dais, is another stone mosaic at the center. And it is a mosaic of a sleeping figure on their side, and they are in the fetal position on their side, and like their hair seems to wrap around and around and around, like this just incredibly long black hair around this woman in a purple dress. And then for the rest of the room, you see that there is a bridge across the top, and that is a good about 15 feet above where you are right now, and then the pool is 5 feet deep. Then the dais is then like about the same level as the floor is where you are currently. And you're muted if you want to respond.
This place is gorgeous. Hey guys, you gotta come see this. It's incredible.
Argus, you moving with me?
This place is huge.
Yeah, I'm moving with you.
Detecting magic directly on that mosaic.
On where? Oh.
Here.
Yes. You detect that the mosaic is not inherently magical.
I suspiciously. I'm gonna also make a quick sketch of it in my book. That's what you do when you're an actual journalist, and remember that you're supposed to be a journalist of sorts to play the game like that.
Merlin asks, wow, this place is... It is beautiful. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like I'm not supposed to be here.
I don't think we are supposed to be here. Question for Oliver. You said that down here is the spring, right?
Yes.
This water's flowing upstairs.
No, so... The water is below you guys. So you guys are on the floor, and then the like sort of plasma is below you, and then the center dais is above again.
So, how far of a drop is it into the surface of the pool up here?
It would be a 5-foot drop.
And it's also a 5-foot drop here?
Yes.
You lost me on how that's possible then.
It's not.
Okay. I notice things. Is this
So-
the bridge up here?
Huh? Yeah, the bridge is, I said 15 feet above you? Or 25?
Yeah. Can I flick a bullet onto this thing?
You may try.
Can we do like a ranged attack or something? Since it would be something.
Raylis, this is littering.
This is keeping track of where we are. Something's
Oh.
off about this place.
Well, I have a spell for that.
Sounds about right.
You do?
I do. That's why I got these roses.
How does that spell even work? Will it work in a place like this?
It's called Trail of the Rose. Didn't expect to have to use it. Didn't keep it up. Alright, so this spell creates an illusory trail in the form of a misty and visible scent coming from the rose used as the spell's material component. When you cast the spell, the scent of the rose leaves a faint pink tinged illusion that ripples and flows in the area. Only you and up to 6 creatures you designate upon casting the spell can see the illusion. So, when you move, the illusory scent leaves a trail, though there are no telltale signs of which direction you moved if creatures have, like, seen it. But basically, it leaves a scent trail that's also visible to us.
How long does it last?
1 hour per level, so 4 hours.
We don't have any concept of time. Wally, could you use that, and I'm going to continue to use the bullets?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the beginning.
And then retrace your steps.
Alright, going all the way back to the beginning, and then I'll cast the spell, and then we're back up.
I'm still going to flick the bullet over there.
Alright.
Let's roll for-
As you flick the bullet over, it lands around the center, and then it spins, and the die seems to warp, as if the bullet is incredibly heavy, and the dais is not very solid at all.
Not very what at all?
Solid. And so, like, the top of it ripples like a pond, as yeah, as like the bullet is on top. And
This is actually giving us a lot of useful information, like me like putting bullets everywhere, like it's falling from tables, it's landing on waterbed mosaics. Can I reach out again to that presence and just see if it's noticed us?
so, well, first, Merlin is gonna make a check now. Yeah, he's still not sure, but you can reach out to the.
What do you want me to roll for that? Sense motive or diplomacy, or it's got the same modifier.
Okay, diplomacy check. All right, and you're making your presence known to it.
No, I wanted to check and see if it has noticed us.
You sense that it is not. It has not noticed you, and it seems to be focused elsewhere, or its attention is elsewhere.
I'm gonna turn to the guys before they wander off again. And be like, there is something here that I can sense. But it doesn't seem to have noticed us for now, so keep things quiet for as long as you can, please.
Quiet's my specialty.
Clank, clank, clank.
And it's gonna like
Clank, 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 clank.
Wait, what do you mean? Someone there? Merlin asks.
Yeah, I feel like a presence of sort, but it hasn't noticed us yet. We've been having these odd dreams. I'm sorry, I wouldn't know what you guys had yet. I've been having these odd dreams where someone did call themselves the Dreamweaver.
Yes.
Okay, somebody calling themselves the Dreamweaver has asked us to help them, and this kind of reminded me of that. So I did a little check.
Dreams. That's it. We are in the dimension of dreams.
Does that mean we can fly?
Can you? Try it. Try flying.
I'm going to fly.
I'm gonna jump up into the air and see if I fly.
Give me a will save.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. So by force of will, you jump and you float there for a couple seconds, and then you come back down.
Guys, did you see? I did it.
Rayleigh's eyes are gonna widen.
And then Merlin, he's going back through his book, flipping through pages.
Alright, this is getting really weird.
Wait, so dreams.
So we can just kind of do whatever we want here?
No.
So if you tried to fly but you couldn't... Oh no.
What's up, Merlin?
Argus, could you, try and slap yourself awake for a moment? Rayleigh, could you slap him awake?
Sure. Rayleigh's gonna just straight up turn around and slap him.
Hold on. I want to try to conjure. I want to try to conjure liquor.
So, well, slapping is faster. Right, so you do a fantastic backhand, just right across his face, smack.
Oh, make her roll an attack roll for that. Hell no.
Yeah, give me a touch attack. Oh, not quite.
Duck.
Yeah, so Argus ducks. Okay.
I take another swing.
I'm sorry. Do you have 2 attack rolls?
Why?
Do you have a full attack? That's 2 attacks.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You definitely dodge out of the way. What are you trying?
I say, hold on a second. If Wally can float, I'm gonna think really hard about a bottle of like expensive booze. Does it materialize in my hand?
You think about it real hard, and it does not.
Alright, this is stupid, I'm over it. And then I slap myself.
Give me 1d2 non-lethal damage.
Okay, while all that nonsense is going on, Walt is going to be adventuring. He's going to be moving real far up.
By the way, are we still in the same state? as we were when we went to sleep? Like, do we still have our injuries from the previous fight, or are we like fresh?
You still have the injuries from the previous fight. However,
Okay.
you feel strangely rested. So, treat this as a new day as far as abilities are concerned. And so, Argus, you slap yourself real good, and there's a loud slap. And it sort of echoes throughout these halls. And it's enough confirmation for Merlin, and he tells you guys, I think we are physically in the dimension of dreams. I think... I don't know how. The book doesn't say how. But if you do journey into this place with your physical body, well, you know, normally you just wake up and that's that. You go back to the physical world. But if your physical body is here, then you don't. If you die in the dream, you actually die, I think.
I don't like the sound of that.
Wait, so
Here to hear it.
how did we even get here then? Someone just pick us up and plop us down here in this weird building?
I don't know.
So I fell asleep with a bunch of hairy halflings.
You know, now to think of it, how did we get here?
Oh yeah, nobody else is thinking about that.
Listen.
Ray,
So go ahead.
Rayla's is going to reach out one more time and specifically ask if the Dreamweaver is there. She's trying to make her presence known to the Dreamweaver specifically, if that's who this thing is. I don't know if that's possible, but...
So you reach out with the intent of communication, and the whole temple shudders, and you feel that A, this is not the Dreamweaver, and B, they do not appreciate you being here.
Right, we're not welcome here.
And this mosaic flutters again, and then this pool of ectoplasma starts to swirl around it, and then it coalesces here. And out of its water materializes this flying shark. Roll initiative.
Oh no. Sorry guys.
Is this urban? No.
Why? Why did you summon a shark? I'm all the way up here. It's just take me around to get there, and by then you're gonna be dead.
I don't think it's urban.
No.
I'll roll without my bonus. Hey.
Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. So, we have... Let's roll the shark's initiative. If I can find its initiative. +2, alright. So, Argus, and then Raylith, then the shark, and then Walton. Oh, and Merlin too. Let's see. No, Argus, then Merlin, then Raylith. Alright, Argus, you're up. So you see this shark with a glowing silvery body before you, and it looks like it's about to rush.
But it has a body, right? We're not dealing with a fucking ghost shark.
This creature resembles a shark with sickly white skin, tinged here and there with smears of pink. Its dorsal fin is jagged and slightly curved, and the creature's eyes are large, bulbous, and lidless. But it does seem to have a body in this realm.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to...
Why did y'all have to start shit with the shark?
I'm going to use a move action to draw my weapon. I'll go with the old, I think I'll just go with the silver sword again. I'm liking this sword. I'm going to pull out that silver sword. I'm going to say... Alright, everyone, you know what to do. And I'm going to activate my Freebooter's Bane on our new shark friend. And that's my turn.
Alright. And it is Merlin's turn. And he's like, I don't like this. And he's gonna take a step back and look through his spellbook, which has been replenished. And he's like,
That's odd.
alright, I don't remember preparing these, but here we go. And he casts these familiar ping pong balls of force at it. And hits them. Raylith, your move.
I'm actually gonna back up because that's a shark thing, and I see a doorway we did not check out. So I'm going to surreptitiously go into this doorway. Wow. Stairs to nowhere. Okay.
I say, Raylith, when I said you know what to do, I thought you actually knew what to do.
I was looking for something. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm gonna whip a chakram out.
Hey, atta girl.
Wow.
Yeah,
These
so...
threes.
So, your chakram just fizzes right past it.
Does it land, like, over here? Or, like, not in the water somewhere? This is actually important with these.
Yeah, this isn't just ammo. You gotta go pick those things up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you fire it that way, and it lands about over here.
Merlin, will you pick that up for me later? Sorry. And I'm going to come up here to the remainder of my move.
And this is going to charge at you with stop.
Cool.
Yeah, it is literally swimming in the air as if the air were water, floating, and then it goes to bite you.
That is a hit.
Alright. and it takes
And we still have.
yeah, and it takes a good old bite out of you.
We still have the wounds from last night, you said, right?
Yes. Walton, your move.
Alright. Alright. I've got to get this shark. Oh, God, do I have to go all the way around?
No, you don't. Oh. Oh.
Wally, you're so far away. I didn't realize you went
Wait,
that far up.
You can jump over this.
You were all talking, and I wanted to explore. I didn't expect you to summon a shark.
It's a 5-foot jump. It's a 5-foot jump.
It's a 5-foot jump.
Yeah. That's what I jumped over before.
Alright, I'm gonna hop it. Here we go. Ooh, I'm midair right now. I better nail this acrobatics check. I'm probably not gonna nail this acrobatics check.
Hey, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Taking a good old -4. Hey, it's a 6.
You just make it.
Oh, thank God.
Like,
Alright.
like you get one foot just on the ledge, the other foot like sort of drops beneath, but with your forward momentum, you just push on through.
You know
Okay.
that melee animation where they're like on the side, like going back and forth?
So that's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm still so far away.
You can see it now, though.
I can see the shark.
Argus,
Yes.
your move.
You know what to do, lad.
5, 10. I swing with my shield. Yeah, swing with my shield.
Hits.
Nice. Slap. Ooh, that max damage. Does he get pushed back with a 23 bull rush?
Its CMD is 26.
Oh. That is very specific. I appreciate it, though.
So wasn't this.
Well, I still do 11 damage. It just doesn't get pushed.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, it takes 11. And it's Merlin's turn. Alright guys, let's go get it! And he is going to try and run over this thing. And he makes it. And he says, alright, you guys need a magic weapon?
Not for this one.
I'll never say no to that.
Save it.
Alright.
Who knows what other dream sea creatures will fight?
You're telling me that sharks can appear out of nowhere and fly, but I can't conjure up some good alcohol.
It's not your dream, Argus!
Probably.
You don't have any strength here!
That's what
Whose dream is it?
I think it's mine because I was able to fly.
So. And then he goes over here and gives you a touch. And you feel that you have become very buff. And you have +4 strength.
Delicious.
Alright. Well, it's not Valdir's turn. Raylith, your move.
Pulling out the Warhammer because it was actually the Warhammer I ended up going with, not the axe.
Yes.
I'm glad I wrote it down because I didn't remember. Yeah. Is that a miss? Or a hit?
That is not a hit.
I don't think so. Yeah, I missed, guys. I missed. Oh, wait a minute, but am I flanking with Arius or anything?
No.
We are not flanking.
Alright, it is.
Is there anywhere I can move that it would be?
You can take a 5-foot step without penalty.
But is this thing taking up 10 squares? This is like it's in these 4 squares, right?
Yeah, it's a large creature.
Okay, so you would have to be in this spot in particular to be flanking me right now.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick step this way to just start scooting my way around. Because if you can get over like here, I'll get over here eventually.
Alright.
And it turns to you, Argus.
Or Wally will just show up and, you know, put himself here.
Does that hit?
Guess who that doesn't hit anymore? This guy.
That doesn't hit you.
I enchanted my armor and shield. I have 23 AC.
Nice. Alright. Fantastic.
Because we have a masterpiece in this group.
Except this one ain't magical.
Alright then. That is all it does. It attempts
Nice.
to take a bite out of you, but you're like, ah, shield, take that!
Ting.
And you notice that it is the magical aura of it that specifically blocks it from hitting you. That was a good investment. Walton, your move.
Alright, here I go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. I'm here! Hi guys!
Welcome back.
Alright, Argus, your move.
I'm going to use a total defense with my standard action, raise my shield, and I see Wally on the other side. I'm going to say, alright, Wally, just like last time. Break it against my shield. And activate Freebooter's Bond for the additional flanking bonus. And that's my turn. So, Freebooter's Bane and Freebooter's Bond are both active. If you're flanking, you're getting a +5 to attack rolls and a +1 to damage rolls.
Lord.
Very nice. And then Merlin is going to go over here. Alright, let me read this spell again to make sure I got it. Alright, cool. You see him read into a spellbook, and then as he's reading, his eyes glow red with this burning aura, and then he just looks at this shark, and it makes a fortitude save. Let's see.
That's probably good for a shark.
Oh no. Alright. And then it makes a reflex save for the secondary effect. Alright. Come on. So, with this burning gaze that Merlin has in his eyes, you see the shark become inflamed just by meeting its gaze.
Burning gaze.
Raylith, your move.
I will. How hurt is it looking? How hurt is it looking?
It is pretty healthy.
I'm gonna start singing.
Oh.
Why not? We can always use extra bonuses.
Got too
and
many right now, and you start writing them fucking down.
I have little creatures that are going to help attack with me now.
All right.
I'm also going to bring out my little dudes. I don't think this is negative energy for once. He's even playing.
You don't think, or you know?
Well, you can make a check if you think or not. Give me a planes check.
Yeah, take a planes check. Don't
Yeah.
even care at this point. We'll use them.
All right, you use it.
Okay, so let me make an attack with those guys. I
Hits.
forgot how high of a modifier they have. Yes. Yeah. And then, it's +1 to strength and constitution saving throws right now, but I don't think we have anything else going on because my rage is too low. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh yeah, I do need to calculate that constitution. So that's going to be 4 extra points right now.
And I think I missed with my melee again.
Yeah. So, but your little buddies made it.
Yeah.
Um,
Agreed. Honestly.
Alright, that's what you've got.
Yeah.
These little hunter-like creatures that you have summoned with your song attack it, and it goes through it, and their trail is marked with a sort of a blackened, disease-like trail. And then it is the shark's turn. And it is going to spin around and attempt to hit all of you with its tail. Smacks its back. Okay, so first is Argus, then Raylith, then Walton.
Yeah, that hits.
So it doesn't hit Argus, it does hit Raylith. Does it hit you, Walton?
Walton is muted.
I think Wally has like
Well, I'm
19 AC.
yeah. I have 7 for my bless. Yes, 19.
Not quite.
I don't know why I knew that.
So it deals 7 damage to Raylith and 10 damage to Walton. As you guys are smacked around.
Rayla's looking like she's got like half of the fight out of her at this point.
Yeah, Walton's not looking too good either.
Including that 4 extra HP from Raylith's song.
I forgot about
That-
that. Well,
that
I'm still
bonus?
Great.
I mean, 4 HP isn't the biggest difference, but hey.
Walton, what are you up to?
I was going to attack, but now I'm going to channel energy because I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so I assume you're doing a selective channel?
Yes. No fucking shark is gonna get a heal from me.
Let's see.
Walton Foster heals no sharks.
You're just out of range of Merlin. Oh well.
Merlin's fine, he's not in the middle of Shark Town.
Alright, Argus, your move.
Alright. So that's 8 plus 16. Double attack! Oh man, that wasn't good for my first one. And maybe the shield will be better. Shield was better.
Shield was much better. Alright. Well, the shield attack works.
And I think a 31... Well, it's in the air. Would it still push it over Wally? I don't know. Anyway, so that's going to be... It's offhand, so it's just a 3, just a 4... Ah.
Alright, so you deal 6 damage to it.
I deal 6 damage.
Yeah, with a... So wait, so the first attack was your shield, right?
The first attack's always the flail. My shield goes second. So I don't knock them out of reach of my flail.
Okay, so... you bash it real good with your shield. Kabam! So what are the conditions where you knock it back?
When I shield bash, I get... It's treated as also a free bull rush using my attack as the CMD, or the CMB check. And then it gets knocked back 5 feet if I succeed, and an extra 5 feet for every 5 by which I beat their CMD. You said 26, yeah, things...
Yeah.
If it's over Wally's head, then it could go back 10 feet. If not, it just kind of like bumps into Wally and doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, Wally... Argus, like, slams it against you, and you're hit by, like, this tail again. You feel its sandpaper-like skin as it is pushed into your face. And Merlin is going to take another good look at this shark.
August, what are you doing? You threw a shark at me.
No, you're doing great, Wally. Just keep it right there.
Special note for Wally, because this is the only person that it really matters to, I think. Because I'm actually a 3rd level skull, finally, from last level up, I'm doing a Song of Marching, which means you can move faster without the teeth. So... But I think you're the only person that would need to move faster with the way the game is gone.
Yeah.
Raylith, your move.
I'm gonna swing at it again. I actually hit the thing this time.
Excellent, you did.
5 damage.
Yeah, as it's flailing about against Walton, you just, like, get a good old bop on its head with your Warhammer.
That's the spirit totem.
Yeah, and the spirit... the spirit totem goes with it as well.
Can you guys, like, imagine if the werewolves who think I'm an angel were to see me, like, glowing and surrounded by these, like, purple haunter creatures?
Yeah, your damage is doubled as this haunter thing goes into the place where you struck it, and like the sort of necrosis spreads from where you bruised it. And then it's going to turn and bite you, Walton.
What did I do to the shark? I didn't do anything to the shark, and they were just supposed to eat me.
And it takes a big ol' bite.
Oh boy, that's a lot of damage.
It's a good thing I healed last round, because otherwise I would have died.
It is a good thing you healed.
You healed?
Use channel energy for 7.
Okay, thank you.
So, what is everyone looking like right now?
I'm looking like $1,000,000. Like, I've got all these spells on me, I'm buff as hell, I'm healthy.
On a scale of 1 to 35, I'm a solid 7.
That last time, that's actually one for everybody.
Hmm?
The 16 damage? Was that just Wally specifically?
That's
That
just
was
Wally.
Yeah, but that was just me. He took a big bite out of me.
On a scale of 1 to 30, I believe I am now at 20. 20? Yeah, just 20.
Alright. Walton, your move.
Alright, so do I go for the greedy play and moderate wounds myself, or do I go for the team player, because that thing could also one-shot Rayleigh? Walton is going to not be greedy.
You can take it out and I can cure your wounds. I saw that one.
Solid 7.
Alright, solid 7. You guys are...
Shot me, but thank you.
Argus, your move.
Ah, full attack. It was 14, I believe. Yeah. We've got a lot of bonuses going on right now.
Hits.
And that first attack is still just never going to hit, apparently.
No, the first one does.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they both hit. And are
It's
you
going
guys...
to be...
You guys, have you been counting the totems from Raylith?
No, it's
Oh, I
only
thought Ray was-
my turn.
It's everyone that's affected by your thing.
It's written, well... We
So I do a
haven't
total of
been-
18 damage.
Wow, yikes.
So,
And I guess I bounce this thing off of Wally again.
Yeah, once again you bounce it off of Wally, and it is looking pretty rough there.
Why would you do that to me?
Boing boing. I'm ping-ponging it off of you.
I don't appreciate it.
And it makes the save again. Merlin is looking at it real intently with his glowing red eyes, but after the first time, it doesn't seem well affected. Raylith, your move.
so, just so we have this once and for all, the spirit totem explanation I has says, while raging, the barbarian is surrounded by spirit wisps that harass her foes. These spirits make one slam attack each round against the living foe that is adjacent to the barbarian.
It affects us all because for Skalds, their rage powers can affect every ally that's under the effect of their raging song.
Okay, so...
So on each of our turns, we also get one of those spirit attacks.
So do you guys want me to make up for the 4 attacks that have been missing right now, or no?
Honestly, I forgot if we were responsible for rolling those ourselves, or if you were rolling them on each of our rounds. I forgot what we decided on, so I wasn't rolling them.
It was me. I'm on each of the rounds, I believe.
I wasn't rolling them either.
Okay, well, you are not raging.
She has her song up.
Yeah, I've been maintaining...
She started that 2 rounds ago.
No, but, like, don't you have to be raging to be affected by the raging song? Or, like, you have to accept the raging song to have the totems,
You
right?
can choose to be accepted.
Oh, I definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Argus accepted it. Walton did not, right? Or else he wouldn't be able to cast spells.
He hasn't cast anything yet, but typically he
Yeah.
doesn't accept the rage. Could you accept that rage?
Can you channel while raging?
I cannot,
Then
No,
no.
channel's a supernatural ability. You can do that while raging.
but I also can't cast spells, and then raging also reduces my AC, and right now I'm in a spot where I don't want my AC reduced, so I'm not going to accept the rage.
Yeah,
Well,
and
luckily-
I know Merlin either.
That 20 still missed me even with the reduced AC, so no issues there.
Yeah, okay, so it's me and Argus. So, last turn was Argus's, right?
Yeah.
You guys want me to roll Spirit Totem on the tail end of that going into my turn?
Yeah, I'll give you 1 Spirit Totem attack. For free.
For my turn specifically.
For Argus's turn.
So, this one is Argus's turn. Wow. They missing out. Alright. So, So now it's my turn. And I'm going to hit it with the Warhammer. It's a fun thing to do. It's a crit.
Give me that confirmation. Doesn't confirm, but so regular damage.
Still pretty dang good damage, considering. And then Spirit Totem, I don't think that's a hit, right?
No. So you just deal 9 damage. It is looking very rough now. And it is going to do another whirlwind attack against you all.
Praise for that.
So again, starting with Argus and then Raelith and Walton. So hits.
Yeah, raging or not, that gets me. Barely.
So hits all of you. Yay!
Oh wait, what if the 17 was on Wallen's turn?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
The 23 is on me.
So that's 15 to Argus, 12 to Raelith, and then 10 to Walton.
I thought the 15 was to me.
No, the 15's to me.
No, it starts at
Going in
Argus.
order. Argus, Raelith, Walton. Argus, Raelith, Walton.
It's going counterclockwise. Ow. Whoops.
Alright, and Walton, your move.
How weak is this thing looking?
It looks like its existence is becoming quite tenuous.
Alright, this is all or nothing. This is Walton going ham. Do I still have the +5 bonus from you?
Yep.
Dope.
That hits.
And that includes the +1 from my Bane.
No, so it would be a 9.
And alright. Alright, how do you do this?
With Walton is bleeding. Walton is very beaten and bloodied. He's got like sandpaper marks on him from all the times that he got hit with the shark. He's bleeding from like his forehead. It's covering his eye a little bit. He's just giving it one last big swing straight down.
Yeah, and you take a big ol' swing straight down, and you cut its tail off. It like starts flopping around mid-air, and stops flopping eventually. And you see it just sort of floating around the room now in its 2 halves.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Wally.
I'm dying.
Yeah, you can patch yourself up. I've seen you do it before.
Do you need me to patch you up?
I think I have spells.
Okay.
Alright, let's go ahead and cure moderate wounds on me.
I'll bring rage now.
Looking at this thing. It's like... Okay, so we haven't had breakfast yet. I bet Dream Shark is delicious.
I don't think you're right. I do not think that you're right about that.
Anyone seen any place to make a fire around here? I want to cook some shit.
I'm going to check in on the presence for a sense motive, see if it's hostile note.
Alright, give me that sense motive. Well, so first Argus, as you consider this, the shark's presence here seems to become less and less, and it simply disappears, both halves of it.
Are you kidding me?
But as the body goes, you see it sort of like turn into much like the ectoplasm around you, and it is like forced, or not forced, but sort of by a magnetic force, it is pulled into the stream. And Raelith, you sense that the presence here is once again not focused on you guys.
Right. I don't think we'll see another one of them anytime soon. Okay. It's also like 12:15.
Yeah, so we'll call it now.
Okay.
We'll call it for now.
I made a note that I have 8 HP left.
Okay, after the raging song ends, I go back down. I lose that 4, and I'm at 21.
And you lose that 4 strength. And all the
And I liked all that
bonuses.
strength.
Alright, so wait, how does the strength bonus work for you specifically? Because the strength bonus doesn't read very well. Every time I do this, I get really confused by it. Because it says modifies the what is it called? Hang on, let me look this up. So it says it's a +2 morale bonus to strength and constitution. Does it just like work as a temporary bonus in that case to strength and constitution?
Yeah.
So how does it end up giving you a +4?
So when your constitution modifier increases, you gain extra HP. So say like you had 2 higher